Basically, we're going to take algebra and we're going to take the adding and subtracting of fractions. We're going to put it together. That's all we're doing here today. You're going to have problems that look like that. And some of your parents, you're going to show your parents that, and they're going to be like, oh, I don't remember. And they'll run away. Some of them might cry a little. Okay? But this is actually really easy. Remember, what are my 2 rules of algebra? What's rule number 1? Find out what's happening to the letter. Figure it out. What is happening to the letter in this situation? We got 5 3/5 is being added to x. And when we are adding 5 3/5 to x, now remember, what's the second rule? What's my second rule? Do the exact opposite. What is the exact opposite of plus 5.3 or 5 3/5? Subtract 5 3/5. So we subtract 5 3/5. And where do we subtract? Remember, this equal sign is the balance point, isn't it? So whatever we do to one side of that balance point, we have to do to the other. So we can subtract 5 3/5 from this side. We're left with x equals, because 5 3/5 minus 5 3/5 is 0, so that goes away. Holy man, that's a problem that we've been doing. I told you. It's exactly, I'm not really teaching you anything new today. We did algebra already. We've done adding and subtracting fractions. Now we're just putting it all together. Okay? So what do we have to do here? We got 14 minus 5 3/5. What do we have to do? Well, we got to find a common denominator for one. We can just pick any denominator right now because we have no denominator. We could take this 14 and break it down, don't we? Let's break this down to a 13 5/5. And this is a 5 3/5. Do my subtraction. 5 minus 3 is 2/5. 13 minus 5 is 8. X equals 8 2/5. Look, do you think all of this is going to take up one line on your notebook? No. But all of it needs to be there. You have to show me your work. Now, if I were you, when I was all said and done with this, because you got a lot of stuff there, I would circle my answer. Okay? Circle your answer so it's easy to find. All right, so on your whiteboards, I want you guys to try and work out the next one. Whoa, the subtraction sign's on the other side. That's weird. I don't know what to do. Come on, man. You can do it. Remember my 2 rules of algebra. Number 1, figure out what is happening to the letter. Number 2, do it to the opposite on both sides, or do the exact opposite to both sides. Expectation. Here are my expectations. You write this out, this whole thing. 3 2/9 equals x minus 4 1/3. I expect you to write that out on your paper. Then I expect you to demonstrate that you know my rules of algebra. The way that you demonstrate my rules, I hope everyone's listening, is exactly this. You show me that you are adding 4 1/3 to this side, and you show me that you're adding 4 1/3 to this side. That's what I want. I'm interested in the process. I want you to show me that you know how the process works. Show me that you know the steps, Anna. Okay? That's what I need you to do. Then, if you want to cross this off, you can. You don't have to. But you then have to show me this process. You have to show me that this becomes times 3 times 3. You have to show me that this becomes a 4 and 3/9, and that you're adding all of them. 2 and 3 is 5/9. 3 and 4 is 7. Okay? Right here, what I have here is the minimum amount of work that I want to see. I expect to see all of it. Okay? I need to see the steps. I need to see that this is how you're doing it. So let's try one more. Show you, for those of you that are still struggling. Okay? Remember, we have m plus 7/12, so we have to do the opposite. So we subtract 7/12 here. We subtract 7/12 here. Okay? You see, Mason, how I'm going from top to bottom to help me keep organized. How I'm gonna do the subtraction. Now, my problem is 6 and 1/6 minus 7/12. I gotta multiply this by 2 times 2 here to come up with 2/12. So now I've got 6 and 2/12 minus 7/12. And you know what I would do if I were you? This is getting crowded and messy. I would just rewrite the problem. 6 and 2/12 minus 7/12. That didn't take me very long, did it? Get some new paper. Get some new space. Help yourself out. Don't try and do it all in one crammed little spot. Get some organization. It will help you. It'll help you not to make these mistakes. Now we can't take 7 away from 2, so we got to change this to a 5 and 14/12 minus 7/12. We got 7/12 left, 5 and 7/12. So m equals, circle it. Remember, it doesn't take a lot of effort to rewrite the problem correctly, okay? So here's what I want you to do for homework. Page 250. Page 250, 16 to 30 even. And then 38 to 44 even.